Okay, it's lamb time. So we've got all our ingredients here for a classic ratatouille, some strong French Mediterranean flavors. I've prepared the tomatoes in advance, so what I've done is slow roasted them for 2 hours on 80 degrees, and they come out like this, so nice and concentrated and rich and sweet. The lamb, nice and fatty, really good quality meat, and I'm really interested to hear about the wines.
Well, classically with lamb, I would normally go for a straight pinot noir or tempranillo, ideally a rioja from Spain, but you've got the ratatouille with it as well, and tomatoes are traditionally really hard to match with wine. So for that reason, I've gone for a Sangiovese from Italy. Actually, it's a Chianti, which is famously made with Sangiovese, because that's what Italians have with their tomato-based dishes, and it works particularly well. It's medium-bodied like a rioja, so I thought it would be a good match for this. And incidentally, we're doing lamb today, but if we were looking at a beef steak, for example, you'd want something much bigger, more tannic, like a Zinfandel or a Cabernet Sauvignon, or even a Malbec. If you're looking to do something with chicken, say a roast chicken, nice white meat, then a full, rich white Burgundy would be wonderful, as would a Viognier. Pork is a good match with things like rosé or a light crunchy red like Cabernet Franc, so you might want to go to Loire Valley in France for that. And if you're going for white fish or some shellfish, then a nice neutral white is usually a good match. Something like a Muscadet or a Chablis or even a Pinot Grigio would do the job nicely.
Great, so I'm just finishing off a few bits and pieces, and I'm ready to hit the pan.
Awesome.
Diced aubergine in the pan, a little bit of salt and pepper. Just going to give it a little bit of colour in the pan, add some sage and garlic, cook that out for a few more minutes, and then we'll pop it into a pot, because what we're going to do is fry off each individual ingredient. They're going to get combined in the one pot. We're going to reheat that later to serve underneath the lamb. Okay, so the lamb's ready to go into the pan, just giving it a little season. Now, we don't need to use any fat in the pan. I've just given it a wipe out because we've got quite a fatty cut here. So nice and slowly, I'm just going to place that skin side down in the pan until we get a nice golden brown crust. And then we're going to sear all the other sides as well. The ratatouille's been all combined, all the ingredients, and it's just been warmed through. And yeah, well, I think we're ready to eat. So let's go.
Excellent. Oh, that's really good. And both wines go really well. But I think the Chianti just has it because the Sangiovese has that acidity, and it's what's needed for that tomato. Although the rioja is still very lovely. Really, the best tip we can give you is to try and match the flavour intensity of the food with that of the wine. In wine terms, high intensity means lots of colour, lots of texture, lots of flavour, lots of tannin. So try and find a powerful wine for a flavoursome dish and a more subtle wine for those delicate dishes.